And we're back. Hold on a second. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming, y'all. I think okay, so yeah, I abruptly stopped the first the first tape, which is cool because I don't want my knee to be all in the shot, bro. Let's see. All right. It's still right there. Okay, so I stopped the first shot at exactly 12:12. So that's for the first collective. And I'll somehow label it, but I was saying at the end of that video that this is a different collective that I'm speaking to right now. So it kind of I ended it at the perfect time. That's crazy. But when you're in alignment, you're in alignment. And so where I was stating is that what I was stating is that this is for this collective. Okay. So the Dixie Cups, the chapel, right? Um there is should I say that? Should I say that? Okay. For this particular collective, hmm, yeah. For this particular collective, you have a very strong connection with source, right? Like you have an undeniable connection to source. Um, some of y'all may have been seeing 555. And that's a time of change. But besides that, you have major change going on. What you're doing right now is you're able to. This is gonna be a big one. Um, what you're learning to do right now is you're learning to transcend different realities. So you may find yourself feeling like you're having deja vu, but this may not be deja vu. This may be you getting cues or getting cues about the next steps in your journey, but you feel like you've seen it before and you have been shown certain timeline sequences in your dream state or in your some in your dream state, some of it in your awakened state, some of it's being downloaded into your memory. So you're getting certain clips of things that are going on that may be about to take place. The thing is that you may be nervous or you may be scared, so they're helping you to relinquish yourself of any fear tactics that dark beings uh, that have been around you or have been trying to figure you out, have been chasing you through many timelines and portals. They're helping you to alleviate any of their fear tactics that they have been imposing on you without your permission. So you're being aligned with a certain Alaya consciousness. I just heard you're being aligned with a Christ consciousness. The 369 or the 396 combination may be important for you right now as far as solfeggio beats and hertz that you can listen to right now. Also, that has something to do with the root chakra and you releasing fears. Because what I'm getting is that you're at a point, important point where some of the people that came before you, they stopped there. And you're at the point where you are crossing the finish line where they may have gotten stopped, derailed, or distracted by lower vibrational beings and entities. Now, how this may show up to you right now, you may have chaos around you. You may have chaos around you. You may have beings that are aligned with lower vibrational energies and entities. They are using they're using people who don't know who they are. They're using their vessels to come at you. They're using their vessels to come at you. So some people are being controlled by lower vibrational energies or entities, and they don't know it, but they're easily accessible because they vibrate at a low frequency. So they being used to come at you to try to distract you from your purpose. So if you're being in hermit mode, like say for example, you're in a space where you're doing a lot of praying. Let's just say you're in a space where you're in isolation. Let's just say you're in a space where you're studying spirituality, occult science. You're a space where you're in a receptive mode of receiving your next steps and guidance through divination, through light divination. Where I'm talking about light divination here. I'm not, or I'm talking about like the middle path or the narrow path, where you understand the concept of light and dark, but you're walking this straight narrow path, right? So you're learning how to manipulate energies for good, even the dark energies. You know the importance of dark and the light energy. So you're on a narrow path. um yeah, that's what that is. um you are you are being surrounded by spiritual beings through this time of initiation. So you may even be feeling tempted to go back to some old ways of doing things that it ain't right. That's the best one. That's the way I'm saying. You know it ain't right. You know it ain't right. This could be any sort of addiction. You know it ain't right. So they're asking for you to stay focused and to keep your eye on the prize, because keep your eye on the prize. Because this is the way to become whole. This is the way, what you've been asking for, what you've been praying for. It's like this is true alignment. This is true enlightenment, what you're going through. There's somebody that has a lot of lightning around them. You may have ouch. You may have some sort of association with Shango. Why did I make me up these doors for? Some association with Shango or with a shaman monk. But these some different monks. These some different monks. These monks I ain't gonna say these some different monks because I don't know about the monks that are okay. So You know how the monks, they be going in like their caves, or they go into a place of solitude, they go away from society and stuff like that. You've done this, you do these things. You've done this. Okay. So the light beam card wanted to come out. Light beams, this card came out. So there we go. Yep. You, with the top of the card, the top of the deck says Soulcraft. You have gone through these initiations in other dimensions. I don't even want to say past lifetimes. Yeah, past lifetimes, but I feel like that this is going on in other dimension and other timelines. So you're just exercising what you do already. This is your natural flow. And you may think this is out of the ordinary for you to do because you have been corroded by temptation of the spirit of the physical realm. And that has been happening for you. That's been happening for a long time, and you starting to see it. That you come to a place where it be a stopping point and you don't realize why. Oh shit. Y'all gonna get a really big download. Y'all may see yeah. Y'all y'all may see some light beams. Y'all probably already seeing light beams, and y'all been guided by light beams. I feel like that somebody keep coming up into a point. Somebody keeps coming up into a point where they feel like they're in a loop, but they come up to a point where they don't know what to do, or they get afraid because they don't know what to do, and then they wind up going back to old habits that don't serve them. Okay? Just come. It's gonna make sense. Just walk with me. So somebody come to a place in their life where it's time for something different. It's time for them to do something different. And then they wound up going back to some of their old ways of doing things. And then they wound up taking what they wound up sort of succumbing to the physical realm and doing things in the physical realm that can get them by, that can get them money. They may be taking a regular job, maybe even taking a job that feels demeaning to them. Maybe it's something like it's just a mundane job, something mundane, something that certain people can do and make money doing it is no big deal to them. But for you, if this message is for you, when you do it, you feel like that it's an insult to your intelligence because you're so high. You vibrate really high. You have mm, you have a knowing that you're beyond certain places, you're beyond certain spaces and faces and activities. And that's you tapping into that consciousness, these Akasha records or something, where you you've tapped into a royal consciousness. So you may come from a royal star system. Because you're tapping into that royal consciousness, and like this, it's beyond, like it's beyond, like it's the you're beyond that thing. And not to say that people who do those things, everybody got their place and where they're supposed to be at. But you, my friend, you've done that. You're beyond that. You know that your calling is different than that. You know that your light needs a space where